Hello YouTube, welcome back to the second part of my merching video. This video will be about safe flips, and when I talk about safe flips I'm talking about items that you can buy near to the high alch limit, so then if you decide that you can't make any money off them, then you just sell them back or high alch them for that limit. So technically you can't lose money, so it's a foolproof way to merch really. But yeah, well, I'll show you how to do it. It's not too difficult, but first I'll show you some of my stats, as I've been working on herbal ore at the moment, and well, it's not all that great, but it's getting there. I'm looking for 75, so yeah, 70 at the moment, looking to get to 75. At the moment I think I'm on about 25 mil Fletch XP, 16 mil cooking XP, and 13.8 mil rune crafting, but yeah, it's alright. But yeah, now on to the rest of the video. Thank you. Okay, so now we're on the Grand Exchange. What I've got buying in here, I've got amulets of ranging, but I'll talk about them in a second. But the ones I'm liking at the moment are Dragonfire shields. So you buy the Dragonfire shield. The high alch price of the Dragonfire shield is 1.2 mil. So what I'll do is buy them at 1.2 mil and then just leave them buying in there. And the reason why you do this is, once they've bought, if you try and sell them for what I normally go is 15 to 20k over, so 1.220 mil, you make 20k. But if they don't sell, then you can high alch them back for the 1.2 mil. But yeah, as I'm saying, the amulets are ranging. I'm buying them for 65k each and selling them for 75k each, and they are selling them as well, so they're definitely working. They're definitely a good flip. It's only 10k per item, but if you leave them overnight, you know, you can get 30 overnight, sell them for 10k each. You made 300k overnight. Dragonfire shields, you make 15k on each one, so you make 150k overnight. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, if you don't know how to find margins again, I'll show you again. So what you'd do is you'd buy one for 5% over the guide price, and then this would be the price you'd sell it at. So you'd sell that rocktail at 3069, and that would be your sell price of the item. So what you do is collect it, go back onto sell the rocktail for 5% under the guide price, confirm that, 3035. So that would be the price you would buy at. So I don't know what the margin is on that. Let's have a little quick look. It's about 34 GP. So, but what I do, I'd buy it about 3037, just so you undercut everyone else that are merching, and I'd probably sell it 3067. You know, so a couple of GP under each price or over, just so then you undercut people that are selling as well. But as you can see, I've already done a rocktail flip earlier that day, and I was checking margins on Onyx bolt tips. They've always been doing quite well for me. But another item I like to do as well would be the shark. Sharks are normally quite a good margin, and you can buy quite a lot of them in bulk as well. So what we'll do is I'll have a little search for sharks. With the raw sharks as well, you can buy up to 25k. So you know, if the margin's good, and you can buy 25,000 of them. So I've got 1098. But yeah, buy 25,000 of them and just keep going with that really. Go 10% under the margin, under the guide price. 1081. So you're making, you know, 17 GP, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're doing it for 25,000 of them, it all adds up really. So that's what I like to do as well, would be doing sharks, because they've always been quite good for me. But what I'll do is I'll see if any of these buy. I might even do some Armadillo God Swords. So I'm back, and as you can see, I've got some Armadillo God Swords buying. They've always been, reasonably good profit for me. I mean, on this flip, they were only getting me about 17k per Armadillo Godsword, so I'm only going to make about 150k. But I have had flips before where they've been making me 40 to 50 to even 75k per Armadillo Godsword, which is quite good. But as you can see on the sale, I bought them at that price, bought them at that price, so I've gone over the buy price by 1,000, so 1802. And yeah, that's the easiest way to flip, in my opinion. You just got to undercut other people that might be selling them as well, because with Armadillo Godswords and items like that, they do get flipped quite a lot, and people do undercut you quite a lot as well. As you can see, my Dragonfire shields haven't bought yet, but leave them buying overnight and it won't be a problem. But yeah, I'm at the moment flipping, I'm doing quite well, and what I'll do is I'll come back and show you another video once the items have bought and sold. Okay, bear with me guys, and I shall be back. As you guys can see, I've bought some of the Dragonfire shields for 1.2 mil, as I said, the high out price. So if you buy them at 1.2 mil, you'll definitely not lose money, because you can high out them back for 1.2 mil. So, but as you can see, I've sold 11 of them for 1.2 mil, 15k. So I've made 165k overnight doing nothing. I've got my amulets arranging buying. I've got 60 of them at 65k buying. I've bought 10 so far, and as I said, I've been selling them at 75k and been making a profit for 10k. I've got 127 of them at the moment, so quite a lot of them. But here's what I've also been doing. I've been doing quite a lot of Armadillo Godswords recently, and as I said, they seem to be making me quite a lot of money. The last lot that you saw, I was flipping them and they were getting me 15k, which is nothing really for an Armadillo Godsword, considering it's 1.7 mil per item. It's not a lot of money, but if we want to sell history, I'm buying at 1.725 and selling at 1.790. So as you can see, it's a 70, well, yeah, about 65k margin. So I'm getting 65k margin for each one, so it's going to make me about 600k once all 9 have bought and sold. So in my opinion, Armadillo Godswords at the moment are quite good to flip. Obviously some mornings they're not, sometimes they are, but yeah, we shall see. I just thought I'd share with you my 07 account quickly. What I've been planning on doing is just been getting range up at the moment, and as you can see I have 53 hit points, 50 attack, 57 strength, 50 range and 61 magic. So what I'm probably going to do is get 70 strength and 70 range, and then probably do a couple of PK vids if that's what everyone wants to see as well. I'm not the best at PKing, just a beginner, but I do it for fun really. But I haven't really been playing on my 07 account much. I've more been getting into my flipping on the other account, but if it's a video you'd like to see in the future, let me know. Also, if anyone watching the videos knows of any video editing software or video recorders to record my screen to bring you better quality videos, if you could write it in the comments for me, that would be perfect. But if you'd like to rate and subscribe and like this video, and what I will do is in the next couple of days I'll come back with another one, and yeah, so I'll see you guys soon, and bye for now.